What up, y'all? What up? What up? I'm back. I'm back. Play a few games before it's time to go to bed. Do this. Before we go to work in the morning. Yeah, please hit that little subscribe button. Like our videos. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up and drop a comment. I'll be right back. What's up, man?
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
On 2nd down, Marino. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
Marino will throw. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Hurry up, here we go!
Marino with a give to Sanders. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They run with the Hall of Famer Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gone, gone!
second down. Here's Marino. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check on that. No,
Marino sets up. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Vick on the sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Michael Vick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Vick now from the 50. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Vick now. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing, Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. It'll be Vick once more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Ertz from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Marino. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now it's Marino. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. And he's got his man on the out route. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run play action for Sanders. Now Marino. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Leopard!
First down, Marino. His throw incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go!
To throw again is Marino. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So here's Vick following the interception. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown, 84 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Marino looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Marino here from the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Walsh now to kick